Zidane Danny, Electro Ninja here, and welcome back to Electro Ninja's Lab. We are back with another live stream, and today we are officially seeing the Nintendo Partner Showcase, which is exciting. I am making sure of everything. Things were a little bit chaotic, but that's okay. But yeah, it is officially the new day. It is the partner showcase will begin in about half an hour. So I'm just doing some quick checks to make sure that everything is going smoothly. Looks like we got a few new followers. Is that on? I don't think I have that on here. We'll switch briefly to here so that this can actually show. There we go! We got a new, yay! So I just made that the other day. We got a new GIF for when we have a new follower. Unfortunately, just due to it is still early. There will be a change to that before too long. And I haven't set it up so that it's in every single one of my, every single one of these. I will be setting it so that it will be properly set up eventually. We're doing a lot of things with, thanks to Streamlabs, but that will be a bit before we actually see a lot of that. So, I hope that you guys will look forward to seeing, new stuff, popping up on the channel over time. Especially when it comes to streams stuff, because yeah, we're gonna be doing a lot of cool stuff when it comes to like each of the notifications that will happen. So we'll have currently the YouTube subscriber as well as Twitch follower are the same one with that little dancing Electro Ninja or little dancing mini ninja. We are gonna be having them be different eventually. By using like a little pop-up with where it will show exactly what it is, but and there will also be some other things where we'll have some other gifts that I'm working on. It is a bit scuffed right now, but we are going to get that fully implemented. It's just taking a little bit of time. But yeah, while we are waiting for the event to for the partner showcase, I am currently shiny hunting. You can see it up in the corner. I would like to be able to get this guy, hopefully on stream, but I'm not going to necessarily worry too much about it. So hopefully we get it. If we don't, oh well. Once the partner showcase officially starts, we will be stopping the shiny hunting because we want to be able to focus. Jack should be joining us. He has not responded, which is part of the course. He might still be asleep. He'll probably join us right around 6. So this thing is going to be about half an hour long. It said so in the description. So I'm not expecting too much, but I think we can expect a few things. I'd say probably... I would not be surprised if they announce keyboard functionality. Especially with the partner showcase, because I'm sure that a lot of their partners are probably saying, hey, we want a keyboard able to be used on the console. So it probably is, probably a lot of their models, their test models have the keyboard functionality already, but they probably want to get that out to us soon, so that we can start plugging in our keyboards into the console, and using them for gaming. We'll see what they do. But I also wouldn't be... I have had multiple predictions already, specifically like Final Fantasy XIV, Marvel Rivals. Based on what I am seeing, though, I would not assume that they're going... due to what is currently happening with their update schedules. Knowing their update schedules. They're just not at the right time for them to reveal either of those. Maybe they could reveal Marvel Rivals, but the thing is, like, we haven't even gotten Elsa Bloodstone, is the thing. And I feel like they have to give us Elsa Bloodstone in Marvel Rivals before they're going to reveal the next character. And I don't see them announcing in a Nintendo Direct that Marvel Rivals is coming to the Switch without also announcing a new hero. I mean, there is a possibility that if they are going to put Marvel Rivals into the Switch, with the new season, or the new half season, which is only a few weeks away, they might do something special there, where, one, you could probably get more stuff for the Battle Pass on Switch just to help them out, which I think that's reasonable. That is a reasonable thing. If you connect, obviously, if you connect a pre-existing account, it will not work. That will not happen. But if you are playing on a brand new game with the Switch for that season, maybe they'll have a boost. Otherwise, they're not going to do it until the next season. So, I don't know. We'll see. I think another possibility is that they might do a test season. So basically, there'll be like a little thing that says, "This is season 0. This is season 0 for Switch, and it's going to be disconnected for a little while, so that you guys can get caught up with, so you guys can actually see like some stuff with it." But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. And then with the next season, they'll actually do something cool with that. I don't know. We'll see. I don't think that they're going to do that. I think that most likely, if it is going to come in, that it's going to be with a new season. So, like they did with the PS4. But the thing is that comparatively, compared to like the PS4, it's a fully new console that would be getting it. So I feel like there's probably more of a chance that they do something special. Which is why I think that it could be in this direct. I don't know. The thing is that the next, most likely the next Nintendo Direct, whether it be a regular Direct or a partner showcase, is probably not going to be until June. After this, obviously there's going to be the Pokemon Direct, But in terms of that, let's see here. So if it's in June, which is what I'm expecting, so near the end of March we get the new. Right, yeah. So near the end of, no, the beginning of March, I think. Maybe halfway. I don't know. Sometime in March, that's when we're getting the next season, right? No. So sometime in March is going to be the new season. Sometime in, which then gives March and April and May. So around, if it is going to be around June, it might be close to the new season, to that new season. So it would mean that we would be waiting an extra season before it comes to the Switch, which I'm a little bit disappointed by. I think that they should have gotten it in, I think honestly they should have put the game on the console as soon as it was they were able to. But I think so I watched HMK's live stream last night where he was talking about a whole bunch of different games. I think that some of them are reasonable expectations. Like obviously he expects Kingdom Hearts to be in here, not Kingdom Hearts 4. Let's make that very clear. And I don't think that Kingdom Hearts 4 is going to get announced in a direct. Sorry. They're not going to reveal. They're not going to reveal that Kingdom Hearts 4. They're not going to do a new trailer for Kingdom Hearts 4 in a Nintendo Direct, as much as we want that. Most likely, what they're going to do is they're going to be like, "Hey, here is something for Kingdom Hearts 1 through 3. We're gonna port everything to the console so you can play it, play every single one of the games natively. Because yeah, we want to be able to do that. A lot of people have been asking for it for a while. So hopefully that will be happening. In terms of so that'll probably happen, which a lot of people would be ecstatic for. I know for a fact that they would be so happy to be able to finally play the game. Which, so would I. I would love to be able to see Kingdom Hearts 4 on the Switch. Would I play it on the Switch? Probably not. I already have the entire collection on PlayStation. So if I'm gonna play Kingdom Hearts, I'm gonna play it on the PlayStation. It's a better system anyways. But it will allow people to play it on the go, which is going to be fantastic. So I do see that happening. I do also think that Adventures of Elliot will likely be on the console. They will likely put something about that in here. Because that's supposed to come out sometime this year. I wouldn't be surprised if Pokopia ends up in here. Because it's so close to its release. Doing something with that, even though it is after Pokemon Day that it releases, there is a good possibility. Pokemon Day, they will probably announce Pokemon Day, which is weird to me that they're doing this like this, but it's whatever. I was expecting this to be like way later in the year, or in the month. So I don't know. It feels early. It feels early to me. I think I've said multiple times in streams and videos that I didn't expect there to be a Nintendo Direct until the 20th. So the fact that it's the 5th and we are getting this is insane to me. But yeah, I don't know. I would like personally, I would like to see a lot of like older games getting ported to the Switch. Would be fun. I could see them doing talking a little bit about some of the GameCube games, announcing some more GameCube games. I'll say this though, I do not expect Coliseum or XD to be on in the GameCube thing until Pokemon Day, so they probably won't talk about that at all. So we'll see what they do, but I'm hoping that Coliseum and XD get onto the Switch soon. Also, this is still about games that are going to both the Switch and the Switch 2. So, we shall see. I'm assuming that the vast majority of the games are going to be Switch 2 exclusives. But we'll see. I don't know. It's hard to say, though. It really is. It's hard to predict things. These things are very, these things usually will, like, give so many games that you just do not expect. I would not be surprised if they announce the Xbox app coming to the console. Coming to the Switch. Specifically the 2. I don't know if they're gonna do that, but I think they're trying. Because, yeah, Xbox is trying to get out of the console race, so... Or out of the hardware race, I should say. So... So if they're going, the thing is that they have to get on to one, either Xbox. They either have to get onto PlayStation, or they have to get onto Switch, because soon they're gonna die. So, yeah, I don't know. I think Xbox is really dumb for what they're doing, but because it really means there will be no more physical games for Xbox. Like, sure, there will be some that will be getting physical games for the console until it dies, but if they are fully ending support for making consoles, then who frickin' knows? I'm trying to think of like other PlayStation games that could come onto the Switch, because honestly, in terms of like Xbox games, I really have no freaking idea. I have not owned an Xbox ever, so I don't plan to. Especially now that Xbox stuff is going to be going to every single console. I think it's funny that it's so freaking early here, and then on the East Coast it's like 9 a.m. and it's like, I don't know. Even then it's, I don't know. I feel like they should put this at a better time, but at the same time it kind of makes sense. I do not expect them to go too far when it comes to too much. I feel like they're gonna do something for Super Bowl Sunday. The fact that they're doing this now is leading me to think that there's probably going to be some new Nintendo stuff at Super Bowl. Like, obviously, there's going to be something at Pokemon. What exactly it's going to be, I have no idea. I hope it's simple. They'll be releasing the trailers almost immediately, so it's not like it's too big of a deal. I'm really hoping for Adventures of Elliot, though. I think that that's going to be a lot of fun to see. Whatever, if there's going to be something new with that, please, I would love to see it. I'm so ready for Adventures of Elliot. It's going to be so much fun to finally pick up that game and play it. But yeah. Oh, I'm so ready for that game. And I don't think they've revealed the release date. Have they? I don't think they have. Part of me is also like kind of wondering if they're gonna do another demo for the game, because they did do obviously there's the regular demo, which I love that demo, but that was very combat based, and it sounded, based on what they were when they did that demo, it sounded like they were saying that there was going to be a second demo at some point that was like more story related, rather than being like in the first one is like mostly combat orientated. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. But that game is so fun. I really hope that they do some. That it turns out really well. I'm like trying to think of like all of the different good games. I would like to see something from Level 5. I really would. Whether it be like, hey, we're porting our old games to our like Dark Cloud and Rogue Galaxy to the Switch, which would be awesome. I would love to see Rogue Galaxy and Dark Cloud on the Switch. But I kind of doubt it at the same time. I don't know. Obviously Final Fantasy, I think that they're going to be doing some Final Fantasy stuff. Specifically 7. The second 7's game. But the thing is, like, part of me is expecting that if they do anything for Kingdom Hearts or Final Fantasy, they're going to also say, hey, look forward to such and such date, because we're doing a official reveal. We're doing a re-reveal of Kingdom Hearts 4, or we're doing we're officially revealing. We're doing something cool for the next Final Fantasy, or whatever's going to happen with the new Final Fantasy 7. I think that once the timer runs out on my donut, we're gonna call it for shiny hunting, and just focus on the direct for the rest of the day. Actually, I will be right back. Hopefully, it's not going to actually start before I get here. Oh shit, it's starting. Never mind. I can wait. So it is going to include some mature games, which isn't surprising. But they're probably not going to do like major like reveals of what's going to happen in any of these games.
Yo.
Oh, hey, Jack.
Deep in space, a research station was suddenly struck by a cosmic storm. 15 years later, its survivors are living peacefully.
Oh, it's this game again.
But
Okay.
the threat of another cosmic storm is coming up fast. Maki and Omura, two young explorers, must now brave galactic dangers and save all that's left of their home. Teamwork is key in this two-player co-op adventure. You'll need a few tools to survive. The scrap hook grabs and moves platforms so you can carve a path forward. The liquid launcher blasts water to activate mechanisms and cool down scorching surfaces.
I need to step away for a
And the
sec.
beam cannon fires a stream
Hopefully
of
nothing
super
too exciting
hot heat
happens while I
to
step away.
destroy obstacles, open doors, and more. Use the tools together, and you might discover unexpected solutions to puzzles. While exploring, you can encounter strange life forms, or opt for a detour and take a little travel break. With GameShare, two players can adventure together locally or online if one person has the game. Can these two brave explorers save their home? Orbitals launches exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system this summer.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase. In this presentation, we'll be focusing on games from our publishing and development partners coming to the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems. What you just saw was Orbitals, launching exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2 this summer. We hope you're looking forward to this intergalactic co-op puzzle adventure. Okay, let's take a look at some upcoming Nintendo Switch games. In the waters of Issei Bay, on an island where legends of mermaids have been passed down, a tale of mysteries and curses stirs. The latest Paranormacite mystery adventure is coming to the Nintendo Switch system. The story follows Yuza Minakuchi, a boy who works as a pearl diver. One day, while gathering on the seafloor, he encounters another version of himself. This phenomenon is just the beginning. Soon, other strange incidents begin to plague the island. A girl with no memories, strangers searching for treasure, and a housewife investigating victims of drowning. Speaking to those involved is a natural part of the investigation, but you'll also need to search deep within the waters of Issei Bay. As each of their motives intertwine, the story connects to the mermaid legend told centuries ago. Paranorma Sight, The Mermaid's Curse, launches on Nintendo Switch, February 19th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. Battle for World Glory. A new Captain Tsubasa game is kicking its way onto Nintendo Switch. Choose from a roster of over 110 characters representing 22 teams. Score with powerful shots from the original work, as well as newly added special moves that give passes, blocks, dribbles, and tackles a boost. Go on the offensive against elite competitors as you aim for victory. Gear up for sensational soccer action when Captain Tsubasa 2 World Fighters launches on the Nintendo Switch system this year. Next up are games heading to Nintendo Switch 2, including some games that will also be available on Nintendo Switch. A life or death fight for survival begins. It was a normal day until a cave-in befell the city of Tokyo. As the dust settles, our protagonist, Anne, discovers an underground world deep below the metropolis. But she's not alone. Creatures called Xeno populate the unknown expanse. If you're found by a Xeno, it's game over. Fighting is not an option, so quick thinking and decision-making are vital to your
All right,
survival.
I'm back.
Analyze their
I don't think I
patterns
missed too much.
and find the best route to make your escape.
Yeah. That's good.
Activate traps in each area to lure and ensnare any stalking Xeno.
Looks like a lot of horror games.
And by using GameShare, up to 4 players can share controls, including Anne's movement and camera adjustments.
Oh, that's
Whether
weird.
locally or online, coordinating with your friends is key to making it out alive.
A horror game that is very co-op.
Survive
That
the
seems
subterranean depths in
not great.
Tokyo Scramble, launching exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2, February 11th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. Awaken your Viking spirit. Battle, build, and conquer in this massive survival game. How you go about it is entirely up to you. You could start by gathering materials around the woods. Fashion a bow and arrows to hunt wildlife and prepare meals. With an axe, you can chop trees to build a house. Yikes, don't get hit by falling trees. Build pillars, install beams, construct walls, make the roof, and even add a fireplace. Now you're safe, even from the cold. Wait, is this ventilated? Don't forget the chimney too. By upgrading your crafting stations, you can make items of higher quality. And once you've built a
Interesting
ship,
survival game.
set sail on the high seas to reach new lands
Yeah, very different.
and create even more strongholds. Plus, up to 10 players online can explore this vast world together.
To me, it kind of reminds me of like
Now,
Ark
go
Survival.
forth and survive
but-
in Valheim, launching on Nintendo Switch 2 this year. Find your way forward in these games. Return to the kingdom of Hallownest and fight back the infection in this upgraded modern classic.
Oh, they did an
Dodge,
update
dash,
to
and
okay,
slash
Hollow
through this
Knight. That
2D
makes
action
sense. I was like,
adventure
Hollow
platformer,
Knight's already on the
now with
Switch.
enhanced visuals and improved frame rates on Nintendo Switch 2. Equip charms to enhance your abilities and deal magic damage using upgradable spells while exploring the vast interconnected map. Descend into a world of insects and heroes when Hollow Knight Nintendo Switch 2 Edition launches on Nintendo Switch 2 later today. Nintendo Switch 2 players who have Hollow Knight on Nintendo Switch can upgrade to the Nintendo Switch 2 edition for free with the upgrade pack.
Yeah, I kind of figured that was going to be the
eFootball,
case.
reborn from Pro Evolution Soccer, is coming to Nintendo Switch 2. Build out your club, sign legendary players, and compete in
eFootball, huh?
tournaments around the globe in World Tour mode. Join an exciting
Great timing
competition where
considering
national
what's
teams face
on
off
Sunday.
Every 4 years in the International Cup tournament. Or play with friends locally or
Yeah,
online
true.
to prove who's at the top of their game. Experience
There's
the
going to be a lot of
excitement
people who are
soccer
going to be like,
and aim to be the best in the world when eFootball Kickoff launches on Nintendo Switch 2 this summer. Travel through 4 ages in a
Yay!
brand new
Adventures of
HD 2D
Elliot.
action RPG. Explore the age of safekeeping, the hero Elliot's own time. The age of reconstruction, when humans nearly went extinct. The age of magic, a time when spells flourished. And the age of budding, the birth of human civilization. In each age, the scenery and citizens of Elliot's hometown will change. You can also obtain some weapons and magic unique to certain time periods. A story spanning time will soon begin. The Adventures of Elliot, the Millennium Tales, launches on the
Oh, I am
Nintendo Switch
so
2
ready for
system
this.
June 18th. Have a blast with Super Bomberman games from the Super NES era. Play the first Super Bomberman through to the culmination of the series, Super Bomberman 5, including titles previously unreleased worldwide. The Famicom versions of Bomberman and Bomberman 2 are also included. Plus, there's a brand new Boss Rush mode, as well as Game Share support. Super Bomberman Collection launches on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch later today.
So that's why they didn't show up on the NES. Okay.
The unknown
Oh,
journey
and there it
continues.
is. We knew Rebirth was coming.
The second entry in the Final Fantasy VII Remake series is coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
He's alive.
In pursuit of his arch nemesis Sephiroth, Cloud Strife and his comrades escape the city of Midgar and embark on a journey across the vast world. Traverse the planet on chocobos,
Rebirth was so good.
wheelies, in a buggy, or other modes of transportation. Team up with allies in battles, blending action and strategy. If you'd like to focus on the story, there's also a boost function to make combat easier. You'll also find various activities scattered across the world, allowing you to take a break from the action.
You're mine.
And as you interact with your allies, their affinity toward you will grow and impact how the story unfolds. What fate awaits Cloud and his crew in their pursuit of Sephiroth? Final Fantasy VII Rebirth launches on Nintendo Switch 2, June 3rd.
Okay,
Pre-orders begin
cool.
later today on Nintendo eShop.
Vitals stable.
Oh, is that weird? Yeah, it's
While
that game.
investigating
Okay.
a lunar research station, an injury befalls spacefarer Hugh Williams.
The one I don't really care about. Got it.
With him is Diana, an android called a Pragmata.
There you are. All better.
Classified as unauthorized intruders, the two are targeted by the station AI, which sends enemy bots after them.
Come on, gun work.
These bots have near impenetrable armor,
I think I can help.
but with Diana's hacking skills, you can break down their defenses.
Initiating hack.
What the heck was that?
By moving the cursor through panels toward the green goal, you can hack the enemy bots.
There's no time to explain. Shoot now.
Once their weak points are exposed, fire away.
I hacked it.
Depending on the nodes you pass through, you can modify the damage and effects of a hack. Each split-second decision can change the outcome of battle.
Energy levels.
What truths will the two find in this AI-controlled lunar station?
So it's not one of your bot buddies?
Overdrive protocol. Initiate.
Yeah, baby. We did it. This is how we say good job.
And what will Diana learn on this journey? Pragmata launches on Nintendo Switch 2, April 24th. A demo will be available later today on Nintendo eShop. We hope you're looking forward to fast-paced combat and exploration with a unique combination of hacking
Wait, is it-
and shooting.
No, it's not over
Let's
yet.
continue with more
I'm like, wait a minute. They're not done yet, are they?
Journey to the Lost Lands. Become a legendary Turok warrior in this intergalactic action shooter. To stop an alien
This
threat
feels
from
like it's
destroying
trying to
all
rip
human
off
life,
Horizon.
You'll journey solo or with a team of warriors online and battle all sorts of primal creatures in ferocious combat. Swap between first-person and third-person perspectives as you unleash weapons, melee attacks, and special abilities to devastate foes. Extract DNA from fallen enemies and the environment to upgrade your arsenal, evolve your mantle, and unlock even more abilities called Echo Sinks to gain a greater edge in combat. As you venture across breathtaking worlds, you'll unravel the mysteries that ultimately hold the key to saving humanity.
Weird.
Turok Origins launches on Nintendo Switch 2 this fall. Uncover the truth of Xanadu.
Xanadu? Oh no.
In a Japan where Kyoto is the capital, another world exists that's encroaching on our own. A world where monsters roam free. A boy named Rei must use his newly awakened powers against the threat as he joins Hirasaka Academy, a school for gifted students. The Academy's goal? Conquer Xanadu, the great labyrinth rumored to be the origin of this other world. While traversing the labyrinth, hone your abilities and reshape the terrain to expand the range of your exploration. Then, take on dangerous enemies in 3D action RPG combat. Use your powers to overcome foes. Outside the labyrinth, improve your stats. And spend time with your friends as you prepare to conquer Xanadu. The battle between man and monster begins. Discover the truth when
Feels like a Persona game to me.
Kyoto Xanadu launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo
Like not
Switch
exactly,
systems
but kind of
this summer.
similar.
Check out these anime-style games.
Oh no.
It's time to evolve in the latest
Oh
Digimon
no,
story
Digimon
game.
again.
One day, a
Didn't that
powerful
already come
blast
out?
Causes the world to collapse and sends you 8 years
I guess
into the
it
past
hasn't come to the Switch
with
yet,
over
so
450 Digimon
maybe.
to
Yeah.
collect. Adventure through the human world and digital world to save the future.
apparently it was really well
On
received
Nintendo
though.
Switch
So
2, you can select quality mode, playing
for
in
people who
4K,
like
30
Digimon,
frames per second,
enjoy.
or performance mode, playing in full HD at 60 frames per second. Digimon Story Time Stranger launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems July 10th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. An adventure set high in the sky is soaring in.
Oh, new Grand Blue. Okay.
Form your party from a roster of over 20 characters, each with their own fighting style. Channel the power of teamwork, and summon mighty primal beasts to vanquish your enemies. You can also team up in local or online multiplayer. Grand Blue Fantasy Relink Endless Ragnarok launches on Nintendo Switch 2, July 9th. The latest Monster Hunter Stories game is flying in. Your monster allies, called Monsties, can learn special abilities through a ceremony called the Rite of Channeling. Raise your Monsties as you travel the world. The land
That's coming out
is
soon,
on
isn't
the
it?
brink of disaster.
I think it is.
Monsters are on the verge of extinction, and the riders trying to save the world will have to contend with an even greater threat. Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflection soars onto Nintendo Switch 2, March 13th.
Okay,
A
yeah.
demo will be available later today
Oh,
on Nintendo eShop.
Maybe I should check out the
Save
demo
data
then.
can be transferred to the full game once purchased. New titles are joining the archives.
3, 2, 1, go!
Rave Racer, published by Namco in 1995, speeds into the Arcade Archives 2 lineup. Aim for first place in a race against your rivals. And get ready for a new line of home console titles. Console Archives is on the way. Doraemon,
Dang.
Sonic Wings Special, and more will be released over time. The first wave of Console Archives titles includes Cool Borders and Ninja Gaiden 2, The Dark Sword of Chaos. These titles will be available on Nintendo Switch 2 later today.
Wow. Oh, they're not really doing that much with Reanimal. They're just like talking about it. They just have a quick little thing for it. I would have expected more for them. Ooh, that looks interesting. Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown. Okay, Dreamlight Valley is getting some updates. Oh my gosh, why is there another goat simulator?
Wake up, little June.
Why are you hiding? Let's make some noise.
Turn that down a bit. Just a tiny bit.
We found another body. I need your eyes on the crime scene.
Oh, the Resident Evil, right?
When a string of mysterious deaths occurs across America,
Yeah.
FBI analyst Grace Ashcroft is captured by the suspect while investigating the case.
What did you do to me?
In her attempt to escape, Grace comes up against unknown threats. A limited supply of healing items and ammunition are at her disposal. Will she confront the threats head-on, or save her ammo for the next encounter? For Grace, impending doom is always close at hand. Meanwhile, another agent working for an anti-bioterrorism organization is also on the case, Leon S. Kennedy.
6 survivors of Raccoon City, all dead from the same thing.
With his physical prowess, Leon can parry an opponent's attack, then strike to break the stunned opponent's stance in close quarters combat. He can fire from a distance using handguns and rifles, or use an enemy's weapon against them. Leon has a varied arsenal of attacks at his disposal. This game features both third-person and first-person camera perspectives, and you can change your perspective at any time. There are multiple difficulty options available, including a mode for less experienced players that features aim assist. Guide Grace as she attempts to escape unprecedented terrors, and Leon, who relies on strength to carve his own path. What will they discover when their
So far,
fates intertwine?
I don't think anything that is new.
Resident Evil Requiem
Or really,
launches
like,
on the Nintendo Switch 2 system.
that we didn't
February
have
27th.
some expectation of
Pre-orders
it
are
being
available
here.
now on Nintendo eShop. Resident Evil 7 Biohazard and
At least that we
Resident
care
Evil
about.
Village will also be available the same day.
Yeah.
Horror-filled excitement awaits, whether you play these games or Resident Evil Requiem first. Plus, a Nintendo Switch 2 Pro controller featuring original art is releasing alongside the games. Amiibo figures of Grace and Leon will also be available.
Wow.
You can
Of
scan
course there's
to receive
amiibos for
in-game
them.
weapon skins.
Freaking amiibos.
Resident Evil Requiem, the latest entry in the Resident Evil series, is launching later this month. You can also look forward to a creator's voice video featuring a member of the Resident Evil Requiem development team. The
I'm
video
assuming
will
that there's-
release in the near future.
There's probably
Next is our last announcement.
Yep, last announcement. What is it gonna
Hey
be?
everybody, from all of us here at Bethesda Game Studios.
Oh,
If you're
no,
like us,
Bethesda game.
Nintendo has meant so much to you from your early days of gaming to now. It was incredible for us to partner on the original Switch, and it was just such a great piece of hardware and also so personal when you play. We're excited to finally bring a number of our franchises for the first time to Nintendo. We hope you all enjoy the journey.
Vault Dwellers, welcome home. Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition is emerging on Nintendo Switch 2. Scavenge, shoot, build, and create alliances as you reshape the wasteland.
Okay, so Bethesda
and
is
what remains
coming back
of
to
civilization.
is doing stuff for the
Every
Switch,
choice
which
matters.
not too surprising.
Fancy yourself a smooth talker
Honestly, I was kind of
or
expecting
planning to
more.
pump up
I don't know
your
why,
power armor.
but
Choose from
more
hundreds
interesting
of
things
perks
anyways.
that fit your playstyle.
Yeah.
Every road
That's
leads
weird.
somewhere new.
Like,
From the
I
heart
mean,
of Diamond City to the
wait,
shadowy
we had
corners of
a few
forgotten
things.
vaults. The Commonwealth is packed with stories.
I mean, the first
waiting to
game
be
is
uncovered.
cool.
In addition to the base game, experience
Paranormal
six
Sight
official
did
expansions
look a little
and
bit
over
interesting, but I'm not
150
certain.
Creation Club items to
Um,
expand your adventure. Grab
and
your
then,
clipboard
obviously,
and
I'm excited for
traverse the
Elliot.
wasteland in
That's gonna be so much
Fallout
fun.
4 Anniversary
Yeah,
Edition,
that one looks
launching
fun.
on Nintendo Switch 2, February 24th.
Obviously, Final
Pre-orders
Fantasy
begin
VII
later
is
today
getting
on
is
Nintendo eShop.
coming to the Switch, which
The year is
Fair.
1937. Sinister forces are on the hunt for an ancient power, and only
oh,
one
okay,
person
so
can
Great
stop
Circle
them.
is coming to the Switch.
Embark on a globe
Which is good.
cinematic adventure in Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Set between the events of Raiders of the Lost Ark and the Last Crusade, Indy will journey around the world to uncover the mystery behind the Great Circle. From the pyramids of Giza to the sunken temples of Sukhothai
That
and
sounds
beyond.
like so.
Use your wits to infiltrate historic
Yeah,
areas and
I've
solve
I
unique
just haven't gotten
puzzles.
it yet. I was gonna get it for
Or use your
the
wit
for the
to face
PlayStation,
off
but I
against
just
dangerous
didn't
foes
get it.
and explore a world full of daring escapes and unforgettable encounters. Adventure calls when Indiana Jones and the Great Circle launches on Nintendo Switch 2, May 12th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. Explore the vast landscape of Cyrodiil in the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered.
Okay.
Experience this renowned open-world RPG now on a Nintendo system for the first time. Freely customize your character to match your playstyle. Then adventure amongst an
Well, I mean,
unforgettable
Skyrim
cast
is
of
on
characters.
everything, so might as well get Oblivion on everything, right?
Fight back the Daedra to close shut the jaws of Oblivion. Master ranged or melee weapons.
You know, maybe
Wield
if you made
powerful magic, or
another
use stealth
like
skills to best your foes.
I don't know.
In this
Maybe they should
remastered
just make
version,
another game.
character models, weapons, even rocks and sweet rolls have all been meticulously recreated. Combat animations have also been updated to give them a modernized touch. Plus, the Shivering Isles and Knights of the Nine expansions are included alongside the main story to take your adventure even further. Step through the gates once more when The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 system this year.
That's probably gonna be the last thing. Yep.
We hope you're excited for these games from Bethesda Softworks.
I mean, yeah, we
That's
knew
all
that
for today's Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase.
we
Thank
knew
you for
Adventures of
watching.
Elliot was coming. It was pretty expected. And that's, I mean, it's releasing this year, so it has to, they had to do something to talk about it. I mean, I'm not disappointed. As much as I would like to see Marvel Rivals or Final Fantasy XIV officially get their announcements for the Switch, I
That
also
would be
understand
nice.
why they wouldn't, because most likely, when it comes to Final Fantasy XIV specifically, it's probably going to be releasing with the expansion because they have like some big stuff happening. But there's also going to be there's going to be a big event happening soon with FanFest. So they're probably going to be they're probably going to wait until then to properly reveal that it's coming to the Switch. It is announced, announced, quote unquote. We know that it's coming to the Switch. It's for Final Fantasy XIV. We just don't know when. And then for Marvel Rivals, I can kind of understand why they wouldn't reveal it. Because one, the season isn't even the current season isn't even halfway through yet. So that's one of the reasons why I wasn't expecting a Nintendo Direct until the 20th. Rather than this, because at least then it would have been at least halfway through they would have been much closer to a major release for both of them. As soon as this was revealed, I was like, oh yeah, we can get rid of the Marvel Rivals expectations. We can get rid of the Final Fantasy XIV expectations. As much as we would like to see them, we can get rid of those because we're nowhere near an update that is that would be a reasonable time for either of them to come out. So, yeah. But yeah, so that there's that. Like I would, when it comes to Final Fantasy XIV, when it eventually does get revealed to be coming to the Switch 2, it's probably going to be either right around an update, or it's going to be around some big event that they're doing.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So we'll see. Eventually, they'll come. It'll come to the Switch eventually. Both of them probably. It's just a matter of time. In terms like, I know a lot of people, including myself, were really hoping for Kingdom Hearts to show up, but because no one likes the cloud versions. Like, no one's happy about them. So people want there to be an official, like, native release of Kingdom Hearts on the console, please. Please?
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah. So that would have been nice. But yeah. I mean, I do think that it's good that so the fact that Final Fantasy we now know the release date for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth coming to the Switch, which to me that says that most likely, because of the fact that it's in June, I could see them doing a announcement and reveal trailer around June, sometime in June, of basically revealing the next Final Fantasy remake part, the third part, which is going to be the last part of it. So if they are going to do that, I could see that happening around June. Which would be right around the time that the game releases. There's definitely going to be plenty of time before it actually releases, so people will be able to, everyone who's playing on the Switch will be able to finish Rebirth before the third one comes out, but we'll see. How do you feel about Bomberman coming to the Switch, though?
I think it's pretty cool.
Okay. Yeah, that seems interesting. Honestly, I'm not gonna really worry about it too much, but yeah. But I'm so ready for Elliot. I really want to play Elliot. I really want to play through Elliot and see what's gonna happen with that. Did they give us
PG.
a release date?
Explore the
I'll just mute that for now so that I can properly hear this. Did they mention that? That is in June. Okay, that is the... I saw that briefly. I want to see the release date so that we can actually talk about that for a sec. June 18th. That's exciting. Kind of a weird timing because it's like less than a month away from my birthday, so I might wait on that. Unfortunately. Well, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I'm really excited for that. I'm so ready for Elliot. It's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah.
Obviously, you'll be playing that on the Switch. And then, but I'm debating on whether or not I want to play that on the Switch or if I want to play that on PlayStation, because for a game like that, I feel like Switch doesn't. There's not really going to be much of a difference between Switch and PlayStation.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like most of the time, like PlayStation is going to be better when it comes to that sort of thing. So, yeah. But yeah, I'm so ready for Elliot. It's going to be so much fun. But yeah, none of the other games really stood out to me. I do think, because they did mention that Monster Hunter is getting a demo today, I might try that out and see what I think of it, because I've kind of been thinking about trying out this that Monster Hunter game. So if it is a good, if the demo is good, then maybe the actual game will be really good. But we'll see. I feel like, based on what I'm seeing when it comes to Monster Hunter, I feel like the Monster Hunter Stories, I feel like that's going to be more up my alley than the standard Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We'll see. Have you played any Monster Hunter games?
I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah, because I played... I'm forgetting which one it was. It was one on the Switch, I believe. But yeah, I don't know. I know that a lot of people really like Monster Hunter, but it's just, It's not usually my cup of tea, but stories looks interesting. So I think that'll be fun. But yeah, none of the other games really stood out to me. It feels weird to me how many of the games are like especially older games in this. Like I think the only one that was new was Elliot. Everything else is
Yeah, I think that's true.
well, okay, there were a few. There were a few early ones, a few at the beginning that are new. Oh, what is this one again? That is Orbitus. Is that what it was? That one looked. That looks interesting. Orbitus looks interesting. So I might pick that up at when that comes out. But I don't know. It looks interesting, and it's it gives that same style as frickin' whatchamadiddle. Dragon Ball. I think it was something that where they worked with Akira Toriyama when they were first starting it, but then obviously he passed away, because I think it was one of those things that was announced. When it was first announced, I think they mentioned that. I could be wrong, but it looks like a fun game that we could probably play together, because it looks very much like a puzzle game. Or it is a puzzle game. So, yeah. But yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Anything you want to talk about before I close down the stream? Jack? Or did you? Oh, you muted. I will take that as a no then. But yeah. Anyways, guys, hopefully you've enjoyed today's this little stream looking at the Nintendo Direct. I will be back in a few hours, well, about an hour, give or take, for the Throwback Thursday stream. So look forward to that. I think we're gonna be. I don't know. There's still a chance that I'll be changing what we're doing, but we'll see. But yeah, look forward to the official stream in a few. The pre-scheduled stream in a few hours. And yeah. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Hopefully you guys found some cool games to be excited about for the Nintendo Direct, and we will see you guys next time. But on.